Hallo, guten Abend. Also, uh, we'll wait a few minutes for the rest of them also to join in, okay? And then we can start. Alright, just wait a few more minutes and then we shall.
Hi guys, I wasn't present for the last class. Can anybody give me the rundown of what happened in short?
So last class we just solved the exercises. You can check out the recording. The recording is uploaded on the group. So you last class we did not start with anything new. We just solved exercises for practice. Okay.
Where is this group? I am not added in that group.
So there is a group on WhatsApp. You can just ask the UpGrad team to add you to it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So they usually share all the communications on all the recordings in that particular group. So you can just ask them to add you to the WhatsApp group. Okay. So yeah. And in case if you all miss any class, just make sure that you all go through the previous recording, like the recording of the previous class, because uh, last class we did not really do any new concept, so it's okay. You can catch up, but then a lot of times when we are going ahead with classes, no, there is either one or the other, some other other new concept that we do every single class, and a lot of times it's depending the what we do in the following class also depends on that. So just be sure that you all go through the recordings before you join the class. Okay, so the recordings are shared pretty early, so you have time to go through that. Yeah, so just make sure that if you all have missed any classes, just make sure you all are going through the recordings. After that, if you have any questions or any doubts, or if there is anything that you haven't understood, then you all can let me know. Okay. uh, so good
Okay.
evening, yes. Okay.
I had one question actually.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if there is any batch in morning.
I am not sure. I'm not aware of that. So you can just check with the upgrad team with that. You can ask Heather or Rajat about it. I'm not really sure if they have any batch that is there in the morning also.
Okay, because I asked one person, Achal, and she told me that maybe you can directly ask in a group.
Yeah, so you can talk directly with Heather. So he's the one usually coordinating the classes for us. I honestly don't have any idea if they have a batch
Okay,
of.
okay,
Okay, yeah, you
okay.
can just check with them. All right. Okay,
And
so
thank
we'll
you
be
for updating for the last class. Ma'am, can you tell them once to upload it as soon as possible because the 1 day downtime is there. I can at least figure it out. The
upload what the recording.
recording classes,
That's
ma'am.
already uploaded.
Yes, ma'am. They upload it like the day of the next class is happening, like today at 12 o'clock. Right.
So I have told them already to upload it as soon as they can. The no, this was last class recording was uploaded yesterday at 12 o'clock. So
Mm,
today 12, he just sent a reminder link for today's class. The
okay.
recordings are uploaded, or the recordings are sent usually a day prior to the class. So last class, the previous class's recording has been updated yesterday.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Sorry for
so just
interrupting,
yeah,
ma'am.
so just
Thanks a lot.
take a look, because yeah, I understand there are a lot of links. So there is
Yes,
one
ma'am.
link that is shared as reminder. So on the day of the class, most of the times the link that he shares is for the reminder of the class. Okay, and then the previous day, usually you will get the link for the course. So just check what the link is. If it says session recording, then it is a recording. If it just says like session schedule, then it is the link for the class. Okay, so
Yes,
just check the
ma'am.
link on.
Anyways, like this is the first time I missed it because I generally don't miss classes.
Okay, no, no, that's
Sorry.
okay. It's fine. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
because luckily we didn't really start with anything new in the last class, but there
Usually,
is
I
new
like to
news
bother
and
my teachers quite a
information.
lot to learn.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's okay. I
You
mean, I
might be seeing me
understand.
quite a lot of times unmuting and talking with you.
Yeah, no, 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 that's fine. That's okay if you all haven't. But you can keep taking a look at the recordings either way. So, because there's gonna be a lot and the syllabus is pretty vast. So, time and again, you may have to go back to things and keep a track of recording. So, when I update your notes, also, I put the class number on top. So, today is our 14th class.
Yes, ma'am.
So according to the date and according to the class number, no, just make sure that you all have all of the recordings by the end, like you have access to them. So you will understand if you have missed anything. So the session is also numbered. So you can cross check the number of the session with the serial number of the class on your notes, and then accordingly you can go watch the recordings. Okay, so that's all right. Okay, just make sure that you all have everything like with you all. Okay, so if there is any recording missing or if you all don't have it, just check on the group so that you can have access to that. All right. Okay, anything else? Anybody joining in today for the first time? Anybody's first class?
Yeah, I'm joining it for the first
You're
time.
joining for the first time? Okay. So, like I said, make sure you check with them about the recordings. You should have 14 recordings in all, including today's class. Okay. So, it's going to take a little while for you to go through it because we've already started. No? So, maybe today's class might be a little bit difficult because you've missed the previous things, but go through the recordings. Okay, one by one you can just go through the recordings in sequence. And if you all have any questions, like if you have any questions, if there is anything you want to ask, you can of course ask me after that. Okay, but just ask them to add you to the group, and then ask them to share all the recordings with you for the previous classes. Okay, and when you have the recordings, check that there should be 14 recordings in all, including today's class. Okay, all right. Okay. Also, so heute beginnen wir mit etwas Neues. We will start with a new topic today. Just give me one moment. I'll share my screen and we can start. Yeah. So today we will be starting with articles. Okay. So we'll be starting with the different forms of articles that we have. So the concept that we'll be going ahead today with is noun. So the first section that we covered was Satzstrukturen, W-Frage, Ja-Nein-Frage, Sätze und so weiter. Okay. So heute beginnen wir mit Articles. Okay. Now we have started with the basic articles, das heißt then, there, the, das und die. That is, by now we know that yes, nouns are masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. Okay, so these are the four types of nouns that you will have. Your nouns are either gonna be masculine nomen, okay, then they're gonna be feminine nomen, and there are gonna be neutral nomen. That is singular. Okay. After that, we are gonna be having plural nomen. Okay, so when you're talking about nouns in plural, it doesn't matter what the singular gender of the article is, the nouns are always going to be used in plural. Okay, as we. Okay, so now these are the basic articles that we have learned, which are also going to be there along with your nouns. Okay, so every time we mention a noun, we are going to be mentioning the gender of the noun along with it. Okay, so if a noun is masculine, feminine, or neutral. Okay, again we have repeated this. We have to remember the articles. Okay, we have to remember the genders of the noun. So which nouns are masculine, which nouns are feminine, which nouns are neutral. This is something that we are going to have to remember. Okay, but now there are different forms of articles when we make a statement or when we make a question. Okay, es gibt verschiedene Formen oder es gibt dann verschiedene sozusagen Typen von Artikeln. Okay, yeah, somebody's raised their hand. Have a question?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah, so for basically for male it is always this thing, right? I mean there, right? And
yeah,
then for
masculine
female it is,
article is there.
yeah. So for the ones like uncle or man, so the
Huh.
ones which
Yeah.
we know we can go with that, right? That we don't
Yeah,
need to.
yeah, yeah. People, it's usually not very confusing because when you're talking of personen, that is when you're talking of people, in that case, of course, you can, nouns like father or uncle or so, that is always masculine. Then the rest of them, like Mutter or a Schwester, these are nomens in name of feminine. So that you can, you can identify pretty quickly. The main thing is gonna be for plural or sorry, for Zaken. That is for non-living things. You're gonna have to keep that in mind. Okay, klar? Also, so es gibt verschiedene Formen oder es gibt verschiedene Typen for articles. That is, there are different types of articles that we are gonna have. Okay, depending on how the noun is used in a sentence. Okay, so es gibt zwei Formen oder zwei Typen von Artikeln. That is, there are gonna be two types of articles that you are gonna have. Eins, you have indefinite Artikel oder unbestimmte Artikel. Zweitens, you have bestimmte Articles or you have definite articles. Okay, so now first take a look at this. So this is the basic sorry, this is the basic that we have learned now. Masculine is there, feminine is the, neutral is das, und plural is the. Okay, so these are the different kinds of nouns that we have learned so far. With familiar or the food items we have seen. Okay, so their man, their uncle, their coolie, their cooking, that's in masculine or nomen. Then die Frau, die Mutter, okay, die Flasche, die Milch und so weiter. Das sind dann feminine Nomen. Okay, so these are your feminine nouns. Then weiter hat man dann das Kind, das Buch, das Auto, das Radio. Das sind neutrale Nomen. Und dann Pluralnomen mit die. Okay, so this is the Grund article or the basic article that any noun will carry. That is, it is going to carry a gender. Okay, so this is gonna be the gender of the noun, but the type of article can vary. Okay, so es gibt dann verschiedene Formen von Articles. That is, there are different types of articles which you are going to have. Okay, so the first kind of articles that we have, these are Artikeln, sind unbestimmte Artikel. Okay, unbestimmte Artikel bedeutet indefinite article. Okay, so it is used when the information that you are giving is indefinite in nature. Okay, now what do we understand by indefinite? Let me give you an example. Okay, for example, yeah, I have a coolie over here. Okay, so that is their coolie. Okay, now I am giving you information about this pen, which is sort of generic in nature. All I am telling you is this is a pen. Okay, I'm not telling you anything more. I'm not telling you the color of the pen. I'm not telling you the cost of the pen. I'm not telling you the way it writes. I'm not telling you where I bought it from. I'm not giving you anything related, any information relating to this pen. All I am saying is this is a pen. That's all. So this kind of information when we have, okay, this kind of information when it is given, it is considered to be generic information. Das heißt, Information here is general oder indefinite. Okay, so when your information is indefinite, okay, or general, okay, das ist auch Information nach etwas neu. Okay, why neu? Because you don't know anything more about that particular noun. Okay, all you are saying is, okay, fine, this is a book, this is a pen, this is a pencil, this is a laptop, this is a man, this is a woman. There is nothing specific that you are giving in order to describe your noun. Okay, so when you are randomly stating that yes, this particular noun is being used in a sentence, okay, aber das ist dann unbestimmter. So das ist dann indefinite. Okay, so when the information indefinite is, or when the information that you are giving is indefinite in nature, okay, the articles that we use are called as unbestimmte articles. Okay, thus the articles that we use, das sind unbestimmte articles. So your indefinite article masculine is ein. Okay, indefinite article masculine is ein, feminine is eine with a and o, neutral is ein, and plural we do not have an article. Verstehen Sie? So masculine is ein. So I will say this is ein Kuli. Why ein Kuli? Because there is no information regarding this pen that you have. No, you don't know anything that is specific in nature here. Man sagt hier, okay, das ist ein Kuli, das ist eins. Okay, since it's a masculine noun, we are using ein. Okay, I have this, das ist eine Flasche. Okay, so man sagt eine Flasche. Warum? Das ist feminine. So eine Flasche. Same way. I'm not giving you any more information about this bottle. I'm not telling you what is it made up of. I'm not telling you what is the color. I'm not telling you the cost. I'm not telling you how it is. All I'm telling you is, okay, das ist eine Flasche. Okay. Ebenso sage ich ja, das ist ein Buch. Okay, so masculine, der Kuli, so der, feminine is die Flasche, so die, neutral is das Buch, so das. Okay, so das ist ein, eine, ein. Verstanden? Okay, klar? So when you are having a noun and you are describing that noun in a sentence, but when you try to give the information, it is generic in nature. That is, you are not making any, you are not giving any details. Okay, clear? So in that case, it is going to be un, or that is going to be used with unbestimmte article. This is indefinite article. And indefinite articles we do not have for plural. I'll give you a closest example here. When we speak in English, we don't say these are children. We simply say these are children. So that is why indefinite articles are not really used with plural nomen. Okay, indefinite article benutzen wir nur mit Singular. So masculine ein, feminine eine, neutral ein. Okay, now in the next part, your information gets specific in nature. Okay, so earlier the noun I showed you, das ist ein Kuli. Now I will give you information about this pen. I will say their Kuli is Schwarz. Okay, Schwarz is black. Okay, we'll be doing the colors today. Okay, so their Kuli is Schwarz. Clear? Now what happens is the information about this pen becomes specific in nature. So das ist dann der Kuli. So das ist ein Kuli, okay, aber der Kuli ist schwarz. Das heißt, this particular pen that we are talking about, der Kuli ist schwarz. Verstanden? Die nächste Beispiel. Okay, das nächste Beispiel, das ist eine Flasche. Okay, aber die Flasche ist blau. Okay, so blau is blue. Okay, so the Flasche is blau. So information here is specific. It becomes specific in nature. Okay, then zum Beispiel, das ist ein Buch, aber das Buch ist interessant. I'm saying, okay, I'm reading a book. Das ist ein Buch, aber das Buch ist interessant. So I'm saying that yes, this particular book, I find it very interesting. So the book is interesting. Klar? So jetzt, diese Information ist bestimmte Information. So bestimmte Artikel, maskulin is there, feminine is die, okay, neutral is das, plural is auch die. Okay, the article plural is again die. So instead of saying ein Buch, I have zwei Bücher. Okay, I have two books. So I can say das sind Bücher. Unbestimmte Artikel plural we don't have. So when the information is indefinite plural, we use them without any article. So I can say das sind Bücher, aber die Bücher sind interessant. Okay, so that's an information the specific is. That is, this is information specific to your nouns. So now, depending on what kind of information we are looking at, we will either use der, die, das, oder die, or we will use ein, eine, eine. Okay, so how are your articles? Masculine is ein und der. Feminin ist eine und die. Okay? Neutral ist ein und das und Plural hat kein Artikel. So Plural unbestimmte, there is no article. Okay? So there is no unbestimmte Artikel plural that we have. Aber plural bestimmte Artikel, that is plural has a definite article. Okay? And that definite article for plural is the. Okay, so masculine there, feminine the, neutral das, plural the. Klar? Verstanden? Ja oder nein? Klar? Alright? So we'll just take a look at some examples here. Okay? So just give me 1 second, I'll share. Okay. Also, so wir sehen jetzt einige Beispiele. Okay? So, das ist das Handy. Okay, so das ist ein Neutralnomen. Das Handy. Man sagt, das ist ein Handy. Ich kaufe ein Handy. Na? It is still generic. Das ist ein Handy. Okay. Ich kaufe ein Handy. Okay. So information here is general. Information here is general in nature. Again, I'm just telling you I'm buying a phone. No, I am not stating that, okay, what kind of phone I am buying. There is no information that you are getting that is specific to the phone. I'm just saying, yeah, okay, das ist ein Handy, das ist alles. Aber das Handy kostet 500 €. So diese Information ist hier spezifisch. So das Handy kostet 500 €. Now these articles you can use it as in statements, you can use it in questions, you can use it in W-Frage, you can use it in Ja-Nein-Frage. Okay, both works. Klar? So man sagt hier, kaufst du ein Handy? Ja, ich kaufe ein Handy. Na? So this is the question is focused on a noun. So remember, we did those questions. Trinkst du Milch? Ja, ich trinke Milch. Now usually with beverages we drop the articles. But any other nouns you can use the article. So kaufst du ein Handy? Ja, ich kaufe ein Handy. So ein hier, das ist neutral, unbestimmte. Das hier ist neutral, bestimmte. Okay. Then weiter, feminine Nomen. Okay. So Pizza, das ist ein feminine Nomen. So das ist die Pizza. Okay. So man sagt ja, okay, das ist eine Pizza. Again, general information. Oder ich esse eine Pizza. I'm not telling you what kind of pizza I'm eating. So das ist eine Pizza oder ich esse eine Pizza. Bestimmte Information oder spezifisch Information ist jetzt, die Pizza ist sehr lecker. Okay, so das ist eine Pizza. Okay, generell. Aber die Pizza, that is the specific pizza that you're talking about now. So information here becomes specific. So die Pizza ist sehr lecker. Okay, dann Wir können auch hier ja nein Frage bilden oder W-Frage bilden. So backst du eine Pizza? So eine Pizza backen. Kochen is to cook, aber dann backen is to bake. Okay? So das ist eine Pizza, aber backst du eine Pizza? Okay? Klar? Also, so backst du eine Pizza? Sorry. Ja, ich backe eine Pizza. Klar? Also, so das ist dann Nomen Feminin. Okay? Danach gehen wir zur maskulinen Nomen. So das ist ein Bus. Okay, der Bus ist
Ma'am,
maskulin.
what did you say about meaning of bugs do?
Backen is to bake. So backst du eine Pizza? Asking if you're baking one. Backst du eine Pizza? Ja, ich backe eine Pizza.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Then I'm so sorry. I think your chats are not yet enabled, no? I'll just ask them again to enable the chats 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So das ist ein maskulin Nomen. Okay. Maskulin Nomen. Okay. It's der Bus. Okay. So der Bus, das ist ein Bus. Okay, das ist generell. Aber der Bus ist gelb. Gelb ist yellow. Okay, so das ist ein Bus. Okay, aber der Bus ist gelb. That is, you are being specific here. You are saying, okay, that this particular bus is yellow. Klar? Verstanden? So, die nächste Frage ist, okay, kann man hier fragen, ist das ein Bus? Now you are asking a Ja-Nein-Frage. So, die Ja-Nein-Frage lautet hier, okay, ist das ein Bus? Man kann sagen, ja, das ist ein Bus. So, I'm asking you, ja, okay, is it a bus? Okay, so ist das ein Bus? Man sagt, ja, das ist ein Bus. But why are we using ein here? Because it is generic in nature. I don't know what kind of bus, what, no details. Okay, the information here is pretty general in nature. So, ist das ein Bus? Man sagt, ja, das ist ein Bus. Klar? So, maskulin und neutral ist ein, feminin ist eine, plural, we don't have any other article. Klar? So, plural für plural haben wir kein Article. There is no article or there is zero article. Plural, we will only have bestimmte Artikel. So, see here. Da sind Blumen. As you can see, Blumen are flowers. This is a possible error. Man sagt nicht, das sind eine Blumen. A lot of times what happens is we get confused between the feminine, the feminine the and the plural the. Okay, so the feminine the and the plural the is what can be confusion. Okay, clear? Alright, but when we are talking about unbestimmte Artikel do not have a plural form. Okay, like we said, I will not say these are a flower. Similarly, I'll not say these are a children. So with that same logic, we don't say das sind eine Blume. Eine ist Singular. Zum Beispiel, das ist eine Flasche, das ist eine Frau. Okay, aber das sind Blumen. Aber die Blumen sind frisch. So frisch auf Deutsch ist wie auf Englisch. Das ist to be fresh. So you're saying, ja, die Blumen sind frisch. Okay?
But what if there is only one flower? Then how do we say das sind eine Blume?
Singular. Eine Blume, yeah. So when it is one flower, then it is singular. Na? With one masculine, feminine, neutral, you can use either eine, ein. But this is like a bunch of flowers. Okay, so das sind dann Plural. So Plural we will not use, das sind eine Blumen. Das ist dann, das sind Blumen. Die Blumen sind frisch. That is when you're talking about here these particular flowers. Sagt man here that, okay, die Blumen sind frisch. So if I'm using them in statements or in questions as indefinite information or with indefinite information, then I'm gonna use it without the article. But if that information is going to be specific in nature, only then am I gonna say die Blumen. So die Blumen sind frisch bedeutet, I am talking about these particular flowers. Na? So das sind dann die Blumen sind frisch. Dann macht eine Ja-Nein-Frage ist dann okay. Kaufst du Blumen? Okay, so are you buying them? Kaufst du Blumen? You can either say ja, das heißt du kaufst Blumen, oder nein, that is you are not buying the flowers. So das ist dann ja oder nein Frage. But you can use these unbestimmte oder bestimmte articles, okay, as W-Frage, ja, in your W-Frage, Ja-Nein-Frage und so weiter. Clear? So far good. Any questions still here? Any doubts? Yeah or a nine?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Alles okay? Simple enough. The biggest thing here is to remember the basic gender of the noun. Once you remember that, then it is very simple. Okay, so to know, okay, what is the noun, okay, that you have to remember. Once you know the noun, then you can navigate that information. That is okay, is it masculine, is it feminine, is it neutral, then what article will you use? Okay, now usually I do an exercise after this is done where I give you all some nouns and you have to write sentences like these. But the problem is, since your chats are not on, there is no way for you all to submit it. So I'll just hold off that exercise right now. We'll do some exercises from the book instead. Okay, and yeah, I've just sent a text to either to like enable your chats. So let's hope that he does this shortly. Okay, so if he does, then we will do that exercise. Otherwise, we do some exercises from the book. Okay, or else I'll write the nouns on your document. You can write the sentences, and then you can share it with me in the next class, whatever you all have written. Is that okay? I'm not sure if you all have access to upload something on the folders or on the folder that is shared with you, or no? Have you tried? No? Okay. I'll do a thing. I'll just post some exercises for homework. So the way it goes is that the homework you have to upload back with your name. Okay, so I'll share the sheets with you. You all can solve it, but when you are uploading it back, just check. So I don't really know if you all have access to upload anything yourself. So if not, then I will ask them to enable the access. Okay, klar? Also, so wir machen jetzt die Übungen, but before we go to the exercises, I want to do some vocabulary words with you, because there are, okay, so the vocabulary that we will do now is for modes of transportation, and we will do colors. Okay, so yeah, so I'll do mode of transportation with you, and I'll do colors, and probably next week sometime, maybe Wednesday or so, we'll do like a quiz or like an exercise to revise articles. So whatever vocabulary we have done so far, no, you can just go through that. Okay, you can go through it, try to learn as many words as possible. So we will do a short short exercise to revise the nouns. Okay, so I'll just play the video for colors first, so we can watch the colors. Okay, after that we'll do the exercises. Clear? So we just start with some vocabulary first today. Alright, so just give me a moment. Let me share my screen and then we can start. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so just tell me if you all can see my screen. Just a minute.
It's not visible.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Just tell me if the audio is clear. Audible? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so wir sehen jetzt die Farben. So, ja.
Hello everyone, welcome to our video series on learning German vocabulary. In this video, we'll be learning a few colors in German, and at the end, we'll be learning some structures we can use with these colors. Die Farbe. Die Farben. Please listen to me carefully, and all you have to do is repeat after me. So are you ready? And here is the first color. Rot. Once again, rot. Blau. Noch einmal, or once again, blau. Braun. Noch einmal, braun. Grün. Noch einmal, grün. Orange, or you can also say orange. Once again, orange or orange. Lila. Noch einmal, lila. Gelb. Noch einmal, gelb. Weiß. Noch einmal, weiß. Rosa. Noch einmal, rosa. Grau. Noch einmal, grau. Hellblau. Noch einmal, hellblau. The prefix hell can be used with other colors to show that the color is light. For example, you can also say hellgrün. Magenta. Noch einmal, magenta. Schwarz. Noch einmal, schwarz. Etwas beschreiben. Now let's learn how to describe something. Das Auto ist rot. Noch einmal, das Auto ist rot. Die Blume ist gelb. Noch einmal, die Blume ist gelb. Now let's learn how to talk about your favorite color. You would say, meine Lieblingsfarbe ist grün. Once again, meine Lieblingsfarbe ist grün. The next sentence is commonly used amongst friends. Mir steht blau. Once again, mir steht blau. Of course, you can change the color and make your own sentence. Well done! Now let's revise all the colors once again. Rot, blau, braun, grün, orange, lila, gelb, weiß, rosa, grau, hellblau, magenta, schwarz. So, did you have fun learning the colors today? Danke! Thanks for watching.
Also, okay. So, jetzt machen wir einige Übungen. So, I'll just do a thing. I will put some extra sentences. Sorry. Yeah. So, I'll put some extra sentences on your worksheet. Okay, so we will solve some exercises now for unbestimmte articles. Okay, so just give me one moment. Let me share my screen and then we can start. Okay, one second. Okay, so alright, so I'll write down some sentences. First, we'll do some extra sentences, then we will do the sentences from the book. Okay, so can you uh, see the screen? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Also. Okay, so Ishrai with us here. You all can write down the articles and then, of course, I'll discuss the articles with you. Okay, so the frage ist, ergänzen Sie die richtigen Artikel. Okay, so das ist die Frage. Ergänzen Sie den richtigen Artikel. Okay, so fill in the blanks with the correct article. So I'll give you some sentences. Okay, you all can fill in the blanks with the correct article. Okay, yeah. So if you all want, you all can write it simultaneously with me. This is how okay. Yeah. Answer. Beginner, yes. Okay, so you have to identify how the information is. Is it general oder ist es spezifisch? Okay, und danach ergänzen Sie den Artikel. If you want, you can check the article of the noun in the dictionary. Okay, so I'll give you a link to the dictionary. So you can use this www.dict.cc. Okay, so there are a couple of online dictionaries. I'll just share the link on your WhatsApp group after we are done. But for now, if you want, you can use this. Okay, so yeah, www.dict.cc. It's an English to German online dictionary. It has a lot of context. Like a lot of times, words have multiple meanings. Okay, so it can help you understand the word and all different forms of it. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let us start. Okay, you can finish these statements. Okay, then we can take a small break. Okay, so we'll discuss this properly and then we'll take a small break. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Mackenzie does cannot diskutieren. You can check the article on the dictionary. Okay, so take your time, make sure you have understood the exercise, the sentence, and then so. Okay. Yeah, fetish or a knife? Yeah, Alison fetish, Pokemon outside. No, then we need more time. Yeah. Okay. So the important diskutieren wir jetzt. Okay, shall we start? Yeah. So, okay. So ich
Yes,
kaufe,
ma'am.
ja, wir beginnen jetzt. Ich kaufe eine Tasche. Okay. Tasche ist feminin. So ich kaufe eine Tasche. Die Tasche kostet 20 Euro. So das ist dann bestimmte Information. Na? Florian hat eine Schwester. Don't know anything else about that. Na? So eine Schwester. Nochmals. Das ist eine Frau. Die Frau ist Ingenieur. Okay, das ist ein Mann. Der Mann ist 40 Jahre alt. Okay, das ist ein Kuchen. Der Kuchen ist lecker. Okay, maskulin. Das ist eine Suppe oder Marie kocht eine Suppe. Okay, die Suppe ist heiß. Das sind Kinder. Okay, no article. Okay, Und die Kinder spielen im Garten. Bestimmte Information. Gregor trinkt ein Glas Wasser. Okay, so glass is das glass. Sorry, can you just excuse me for 1 minute? Ja, Entschuldigung. Okay? Klar. So, da sind Kinder. Okay, da sind Kinder unbestimmte Information, plural. Okay, so that's why there is no article. Das sind Kinder. Die Kinder spielen im Garten. Okay, as Gregor trinkt ein Glas Wasser. So the noun here that we are using is glass. So glass is das Glas. Okay, and then das Wasser. Okay, so Gregor trinkt ein Glas Wasser. Das Wasser ist kalt. Okay, then ich lese ein Buch. Okay, das Buch ist interessant. Okay, then weiter. Wir kaufen ein Haus. Okay, wir kaufen ein Haus. Das Haus ist groß. Okay, dann weiter. Das ist ein Radio. Das Radio ist an. Alle Nomen, die mit O enden, na? All nouns that end with O are always neutral. Okay, so das Radio, das Auto. So Donna kauft ein Auto. Das Auto ist schnell. Okay, dann ich besuche eine Freundin. Freundin is a female friend. Okay, so ich besuche eine Freundin. Okay, dann die Freundin ist aus Spanien. Okay, dann weiter. Wir machen eine Party. Die Party ist am Samstag. Okay, ja. Also, dann Anna kauft ein T-Shirt. Das ist das T-Shirt. Das T-Shirt ist blau. Okay, klar? Verstanden? Anybody has any questions so far? Any doubts? Okay. Also, alright. Yeah. Okay. So we'll take a short break for about 7-8 minutes. Okay. So wir machen eine kurze Pause. After that, we will continue. Okay. So yeah. So let's take a short break. We'll solve some more exercises. Okay. Yeah. Also, so machen Sie eine Pause. Yeah, everybody back? Okay, shall we continue? Okay, so yeah, so wir machen jetzt noch eine Übung hier. Okay, so ergänzen Sie eine oder der, die, das. Okay, so now here I'll give you the gender of the noun. Okay, so shift is a shift. Okay, shift is masculine. Okay, yeah, Entschuldigung. Yeah, sorry. Okay, Schiff is neutral. Okay, then Zug is a train. Zug is masculine. Okay, then Stadt is a city. Stadt is feminine. Okay, Turma are towers. So that is plural. Okay, so Turma are towers. Okay, so that is plural. Then weiter, Kirche is a church. So Kirche is feminine. Okay. Then weiter, Flüsse are rivers. So Flüsse is in plural. Und Kino is a cinema hall. Kino is neutral. Okay. So ergänzen Sie diese Sätze, okay, mit ein, einer oder der, die und das. Okay. So machen Sie das. Once you are done, then we can discuss the answers. Okay. Yeah. So do this. Once you are done, we will discuss the answers. Ja, alle sind fertig. Hat jemand noch Zeit? Okay, also, okay. So wir diskutieren hier die Antworten jetzt. Okay. So, das ist ein Schiff. Okay. Das ist ein Schiff. Das Schiff heißt Maria. Okay. Dann weiter. Das ist ein Zug. Okay. Dann weiter. Der Zug fährt nach Berlin. Okay. Dann Bremen ist eine Stadt. Okay. Und dann die Stadt ist sehr interessant. Okay. Ja. Da. Then weiter, da sind Türme. Okay, so here you will not have any article. Und dann, das ist die Türme, weil das ist Plural. Ne? So die Türme sind sehr hoch. Dann weiter, das ist eine Kirche. Die Kirche ist das Symbol von Hamburg. Okay, Symbol ist dann wie auf Englisch. Dann weiter, da sind Flüsse. Okay, dann die Flüsse sind sehr breit. Breit ist sehr wide. Okay, alright. Then das Kapitol ist ein Kino. Okay. Dann weiter. Das Kino ist sehr alt und schön. Okay, klar? Understood? Anybody has any questions so far? Any doubts? Alles okay? Also, okay. Alright. So, okay. Ja. Also, jetzt schauen wir ein Vocabulary-Video. Okay, so we will see a video for vocabulary for Verkehrsmittel. Okay, that is modes of transportation. Alright, so wir sehen das. Alright, and then we will stop. Okay, clear? So yeah, just give me 1 minute. I'll share my screen. Yeah, 1 second. I'll just share my screen. Okay, so yeah. Just tell me if the audio is clear. Alright? Ja. So wir sehen jetzt die verschiedenen Verkehrsmittel auf Deutsch. Okay, that is modes of transportation. Okay, so yeah, let us start.
Everyone, and welcome to our video series on Learn German for daily use.
Audible? Yeah. Also, okay, so wir sehen das jetzt. Okay, and then we will start. Okay.
In this lesson, you'll be learning the 25 most common means of transport. All you have to do is listen and repeat. Das Verkehrsmittel. Noch einmal, das Verkehrsmittel. In Plural, die Verkehrsmittel. Noch einmal, die Verkehrsmittel. Das Auto, die Autos. Noch einmal, das Auto, die Autos. Der Bus, die Busse. Noch einmal, der Bus, die Busse. Das Fahrrad, die Fahrräder. Noch einmal, das Fahrrad, die Fahrräder. Der Roller, die Roller. Noch einmal, der Roller, die Roller. Das Motorrad. Die Motorräder. Noch einmal. Das Motorrad. Die Motorräder. Der Zug. Die Züge. Noch einmal. Der Zug. Die Züge. Das Taxi. Die Taxis. And in Switzerland, der Taxi. Noch einmal, das Taxi. Die Taxis. Coming to the next one. Die Straßenbahn. Die Straßenbahnen. Noch einmal, die Straßenbahn. Die Straßenbahnen. Die Fähre. Die Fähren. Noch einmal, die Fähre. Die Fähren. Das Boot. Die Boote. Noch einmal, das Boot. Die Boote. One tip here. In German, whenever you have two O's together, that's the sound of O and not of U. Der LKW. Die LKWs. LKW is the abbreviation for Lastkraftwagen. Noch einmal, Lastkraftwagen. Der LKW. Die LKWs. Das Feuerwehrauto. Die Feuerwehrautos. Noch einmal, das Feuerwehrauto. Die Feuerwehrautos. Der Hubschrauber. Die Hubschrauber. Noch einmal, der Hubschrauber. Die Hubschrauber. Das Flugzeug. Die Flugzeuge. Noch einmal, das Flugzeug. Die Flugzeuge. Das Segelboot. Die Segelboote. Once again, das Segelboot. Die Segelboote. Das Motorboot. Die Motorboote.
How does Docker help with production quality applications? And how do you build your own
Mal das Motorboot. Die Motorboote. Das Schiff. Die Schiffe. Noch einmal das Schiff. Die Schiffe. Der Reisebus. Die Reisebusse. Noch einmal. Der Reisebus. Die Reisebusse. Der Wohnwagen. Die Wohnwagen. Noch einmal. Der Wohnwagen. Die Wohnwagen. In Österreich, that is Austria, or in Bavaria, one also uses the plural form die Wohnwagen. Noch einmal, die Wohnwagen. Das Kanu. Die Kanus. Noch einmal, das Kanu. Die Kanus. Die U-Bahn. Die U-Bahnen. Noch einmal, die U-Bahn. Die U-Bahnen. Der Krankenwagen. Die Krankenwagen. Noch einmal, der Krankenwagen. Die Krankenwagen. In Austria or in Bavaria, you also use the plural form die Krankenwagen. Noch einmal, die Krankenwagen. Die Rakete. Die Raketen. Noch einmal, die Rakete. Die Raketen. Das Polizeiauto. Die Polizeiautos. Noch einmal, das Polizeiauto. Die Polizeiautos. Der Geländewagen. Die Geländewagen. Noch einmal, der Geländewagen. Die Geländewagen. In Austria or in Bavaria, also the plural form, die Geländewagen. Noch einmal, die Geländewagen. Well done. Danke. Thanks for watching this video.
Ajo, okay? Yeah, so you all can go through the vocabulary with the help of these videos. It is much more effective than just learning it, because the more you all will listen to this, the better you all will find remembering it, because the genders is something that you're going to have to eventually remember. So repeat these videos 3 times, 4 times, as much as possible, and try to when we are probably solving exercises, or when we are doing some concept, even there in the examples we have certain new nouns that we come across. So just slowly try to start with 3 nouns, 5 nouns, okay? Because don't try, if you do like too many words at a time, no, it can be confusing. So now, like, this video had 25 words, so you don't have to do all 25 at a time. Okay, start with 3 nouns, 5 nouns, and then slowly you can go ahead, but then keep listening to them, because that is a very effective way of remembering the articles. Because usually reading and by hearting, it doesn't really help that much, for the reason being that there are too many nouns that we need to learn. Okay, so the more easier or the more calmer way to do that is just let it be, let the do it with the help of passive learning. Just keep repeating it over and over again till you actually pick it up. Okay, clap. Verstanden? Okay. So yeah, I guess that's the alles done. Wir machen jetzt Schluss. Okay, so we will stop for now. So in the next class on Monday, we will start with another topic. Okay, so meanwhile, you all can just revise everything that we have done. Go through the videos. If you all have any questions, okay, videos, I meant the recording videos. If you all have any questions, you all can let me know. Okay. Also, so yeah, das ist alles dann.
Bis
Tschüss,
bald.
bis Montag. Yeah, have a nice
Ciao,
weekend.
ma'am.
Auf Wiederhören.
Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
then tschüss. Bye. Ciao.
Ja.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Guten Wochenende.
Ja, schönes Wochenende. Danke. Tschüss.
All out.